Hi, I'm Suman.
Hi, I'm Maneesh, and today we are here to talk about Myntra Magic Values. And to kick things off, we'll be talking about one such value, which is make it happen. I'm really excited to have Suman here, who will talk about what this value means to him. What does this value, make it happen, mean to you as a leader?
Make it happen fundamentally means achieving your objective. But it doesn't mean achieving your objectives anyhow. How is as important as the what. It at fundamental level means understanding the challenge at hand, scoping the constraints very well, and having a mindset of constantly learning and unlearning to tackle adversities during the course of execution to land the objectives in time. I'm actually quite keen, Maneesh, to understand. Now, I gave a more theoretical perspective to the value, and you have been championing this in your team, in your execution. Do you have an anecdote to share with me and with the viewers on how actually have you implemented it on ground?
Yeah, definitely, Suman. While I can say that, this is one value which we live every day, but there is one interesting point or moment which I recall, which is very distinct in my mind. And that has to do with the launch of the Myntra Rising Stars program, which is essentially to cater to the D2C ecosystem. The clear objective was that we wanted to leverage our capabilities to grow these D2C brands, eventually growing faster on the platform too. But there were a lot of challenges that came along. So one definitely was to do an active business pitch and get them on board. And it was to be done by the hordes. We had about a week or so to get 100 odd brands on the platform. It was essential for us to speak to more teams, maybe look beyond my team, reach out to categories to do that BD and get these brands on board in record time. The second thing was, and hence there were segues on how we go about account management, how do we go about recruiting so many people, how do we go about doing BD pitches fairly fast, getting the new monitor in place, connecting with about 15-20 odd teams to get all of this in motion in about a week. And hence pivoting, repivoting, learning, unlearning became critical for us to make the program successful. And today, as we stand, it's one of the most successful programs that we've launched for the D2C ecosystem.
Yeah, excellent. This is one of the programs that we are really, really proud of, and it's a benchmark for execution in my mind.
Okay, Suman, let's pace things up now. So first, I'll be firing questions your way. How do you encourage leaders to challenge themselves?
True challenge happens when you are really in an introspection mode. That happens when you are willing to and able to look at outcomes, both good and bad, without the emotions of them being good and bad. When you look at it, it tells you where your execution wasn't at par. B, there may genuinely be a capability shortcomings, right? It does two things. It necessarily means that you progress, and you progress as a much better form than what you are, right? So it's an improvement and it's an advancement at that level. And that, I think, is a very steep managerial challenge.
Great answer, Suman, and I believe we have to draw a lot of inspiration in terms of emerging leaders to take a cue from there. But this is the second question coming your way. How do you inspire leaders to find innovative ways to achieve their goals?
For innovation to happen, you have to really challenge all your assumptions. Not the surface assumptions, but the assumption that one holds at the most deepest and fundamentals level in case your outcome is not getting met. Right? For example, if you believe that you have good people, but the execution is suffering, there is sometimes a hesitance to go to that level and ask if all our inputs are correct, including people inputs, or including the right kind of technology to deliver to that project. Once you start questioning them in light with your goal of achieving something, you tend to unlock where things are stopping. And you find and you add a little bit of resourcefulness to it, and you add a little bit of inspiration and a collective wisdom to it, the kind of unlock that you are able to provide is actually more innovative.
Got it, Suman. So asking questions and reinventing yourself every time is something that keeps the innovation pipeline going.
Absolutely.
Suman, it was really an insightful conversation on our value, make it happen. I believe there are quite a number of learnings. It will be great if we can jot these learnings down.
Yeah, Maneesh, I'm ready with my list, and top 3 things that I'll do is reflection, challenge status quo, and continue to push boundaries.
My learnings are do all it takes, learn fast, unlearn faster, own challenges and outcomes. Thank you, Suman, for the insightful conversation on Make It Happen. Look out for the next episode of Our Value, Aim High.